Welcome to Psychology of Humans. Today, we're exploring William James, the man often called the father of modern psychology. While many names in psychology became famous for a single theory, William James shaped the entire discipline itself. He didn't just study the mind, he defined how we study the mind. James brought psychology out of philosophy and into science. He turned questions about emotion, memory, consciousness, and behavior into experiments. He gave psychology a method, a structure, and most importantly, a purpose. William James changed the field because he asked a different question, not just what the mind is, but what the mind is for. That simple shift created modern psychology. Section 1. Psychology becomes a science. Before William James, psychology lived inside philosophy. The mind was discussed in ideas, not evidence. Freud was exploring dreams. Philosophers debated the soul. But James wanted something else, observable psychology. In 1890, he published The Principles of Psychology, a massive work that laid the foundation for everything that followed: habit, emotion, self, will, attention, memory, pragmatism, consciousness, the stream of thought, the psychology of belief. Every one of these topics became a field of study because James defined them. He believed psychology should focus on experience, what people actually feel, think, and do. This separated psychology from abstract philosophy forever. Section 2. The stream of consciousness. James rejected the idea that thoughts are separate blocks, arriving one by one. Instead, he described consciousness as a stream, constant, flowing, changing. Your thoughts are not fixed, they move like water. Emotions shift, memories resurface, sensations appear, attention drifts, imagination creates. This was revolutionary. Instead of studying isolated ideas, psychology now studied processes, how the mind moves. This is the foundation of cognitive psychology, behavioral science, mindfulness research, neuroscience of attention, emotional regulation today. Everyone understands the mind as active, dynamic, and continuous. That began with James. Section 3. The James Lange Theory of Emotion. James also transformed our understanding of emotion. Before him, people believed we feel emotion first, then our body reacts. James proposed the opposite. The body reacts first, then we feel the emotion. We don't tremble because we are afraid, we feel afraid because we tremble. The sequence is: event gives bodily response, gives emotional experience. If your heart races, your muscles tense, your breathing changes. The mind interprets those signals as fear or excitement. This idea changed trauma research, anxiety treatment, emotional therapy, embodied cognition, somatic psychology. Today, the mind-body connection is obvious, but in James' time, it was radical. SECTION for habit creates identity. James later focused on habit, and he made a bold claim. Your habits create your character, not your intentions, not your goals, not your dreams. Your repeated actions, day after day, shape who you become. James believed habit was a psychological force, stronger than motivation. Once formed, habits run automatically, saving mental energy for the things that matter. This idea heavily influenced behavioral psychology, cognitive therapy, habit training, addiction recovery, performance psychology. He argued that if you change your habits, you change your identity. This is the root of modern behavior change. Section 5. Pragmatism, Truth in Action. James was not only a psychologist, he was a philosopher. He founded pragmatism, a philosophy based on a simple idea: truth is what works. Instead of searching for perfect theories, James said we should measure ideas by their usefulness, their ability to create results in real life. Psychology followed that principle. Does therapy reduce suffering? Does a method improve memory? Does an environment support learning? Does a belief produce healthier behavior? This turned psychology into a practical science, focused on outcomes, not ideals. Pragmatism is also the foundation of positive psychology, coaching psychology, humanistic therapy, behavioral economics. James gave psychology its compass. Ideas matter when they improve life. Section 6. The Self, I and Me. James developed one of the earliest theories of the self. He believed every person has two versions of self: the me, the object of awareness, who we think we are, our identity, beliefs, roles, memories, and personal story; the I, the observer, the part of consciousness that experiences life, makes choices, and notices thoughts. This distinction shows that the mind is not a single thing. It is both the actor and the audience. Modern psychology uses this in self-awareness, metacognition, mindfulness, internal family systems, identity development. Every time you step back and observe your thoughts, you are using James' idea. Section 7. Why William James still matters. William James matters today because he gave psychology its structure. He asked, what is the mind for? How does consciousness work? How do habits shape identity? What creates emotion? How do beliefs change behavior? His answers became entire branches of psychology. He didn't build one theory. He built the platform for all theories. That's why he is called the father of modern psychology. Section 8. Final thoughts. William James saw psychology not as a laboratory topic but as a human journey. He believed studying the mind was about improving life, clearer thinking, stronger habits, emotional clarity, meaningful belief, better decisions, personal growth. His message was simple: don't just think, act. Ideas matter when they transform experience. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.